Oh, hey, welcome to Great West Garage. I'm Paul, and today we've got my Dadmobile 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan. Nah, but yeah, we're going to take a look at changing the quick struts to professional's choice, which is good because this is my professional Dadmobile, and I'm a professional dad. Okay, I wonder if it says anything about. Oh yeah, it says LST, so that might be left strut. And this one probably will say RST, right strut. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, let's dig into this. I'm going to go ahead and get the van jacked up on stands and the wheels off, and then I'll let you guys jump in, and we'll take a look at what this job is going to take. Let's get into it. All right, progress. I've got the wheels busted off, as well as I'll show you. I've got this shroud here that covers all your bolts and stuff, and I've got it just pried up with these professional grade blocks, and to expose the bolts back in there. I've got some penetrating fluid on those bolts, as well as back there, just to soak the bolts to get them loose. And then same thing, I got all the penetrating fluid on these bolts soaking in, getting ready to bust those off. One guy might suggest that you should take these wiper blades off to expose this shroud to get it out of the way, but ain't nobody got time for that, taking blades off. I mean, the less you got to take off, the less you got to put back on. But you let me know in the comments if you prefer to take the blades off and what kind of a job that is. But I just didn't think I would try and tackle that this today. So I'm going to just jam my hands in there and make it work. Get in here and look at this. So under this shroud, on that back bolt, there's this cross arm is in the way. So I've had to figure it out. How do I get a socket onto there? So what I had to do was I got this little 1/4-inch drive with a long socket just to reach over that support arm for the wiper blade and to be able to get onto there. So, just stick with it, guys. If you can't get it right away, you just kind of figure out a way to solve it and get in there just how you have to get in there and make it work. But there you go. Done. Okay, that's done. 3 at the top here. We're going to move down to these big old hunky bolts down here. Capiche? Okay, let's get after it. Huh. There we go. Realize now I'm working in a little pile of penetrating fluid, but that's okay. What do they say? Dirty hands makes clean money. So it's okay to get a little dirty. That's what this is about. Getting your hands dirty. Here's a hot tip. Take the bottom bolts off first, because I got this struts moving around all over the place, because I got those top bolts off. Well, one step at a time, learn as you go, right? Just gonna get all of these broke loose before I start pounding them out. Okay. Update. It is many hours later. I had to stop, go to the dentist, came back, had some lunch, and I got back at it. Here's the situation. On a stabilizer bolt, the bolt wants to spin, and I'm having to rig up something to hold the bolt. I've tried vice grips, and it's not going well. What I actually have going on is I have a pipe wrench, like a plumber's pipe wrench, on the back of the stabilizing arm bolt. And I have an 18 mil wrench on the nut on the outside that I'm trying to take off. And I am bracing the wrench against the strut, and I am pulling down on the pipe wrench with 180 pounds of torque. Let's say that's what I can pull with my arm. That might be exaggerated, but all of my torque power with these guns here. And I have moved it in 40 minutes. I have moved it, the nut off the threads, maybe 0.237 degrees around. Oh, and that's all good and fine. But it is tiresome. So, sometimes this is how it goes. Maybe a guy with a nut buster air machine, he would just rap on that thing, and it would yank it off. But not here at Great West Garage. We're all power. Anyway, I got some go juice here. I'm just going to have, and then I'm going to get back at it. Okay, guys. You watch that nut. I'm going to get in here and put out on it. Like a pirate hooker. And you tell me if it's moving. Man. Did it move? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Whew. Oh. What do you think, guys? I think it's moving. Have you seen it move? Oh. 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 He's been rounding off bolts since the days of 18. He's out of 5/8 or 9/16. Sure do like them, buddies. Hard on equipment. Hello, here we go. Come on. Oh, baby. Are you ready, guys? Oh, you ready? No. Oh, yeah. Oh. Let's get it. Oh. Whew, it's hot. Yikes. Are they seized? Are they stripped? What the heck? Holy cow. It is hot, like the nut is. Huh. Wow. Oh. Oh, wow. I destroyed that back nut here. But that's what I had to do to get it to work. Holy crap. I mean, you spray a bunch of that anti-seize in there, penetrating oil, but you can't get, it's not on, it soaks, into this part, but it doesn't get to the part where the nut is. Man, those threads are, ooh, they look rough. Oh, I might have destroyed that. Whew. Might have to get a new one. Okay, wow. Next up, get these bolts out. Their nuts are already off. I just need to hammer them out. And we'll get that strut off. Okay, let's just take a minute and talk. So, started this job several hours ago. And this one bolt on this stabilizing arm has taken me a couple hours to get off. I just struggled with it. You know, and sometimes rusty old bolts are like that. But I just kept prevailing, sticking with it, and surely enough, thread by thread, turn by turn, slowly came off. You know, I didn't break anything. I didn't hurt myself. So, it's a win. But I tell you, it's situations like that where I know I have struggled in the past with so much anger. I used to just get so angry, flip out and smash things, break things, yell, and I just the injustice of things going wrong like that just infuriates me. But I just kept a calm head, suffered through it, and I'm better for it. So, I know a lot of guys struggle with anger, and I'm just going to here to say honestly that, like, yeah, I do too. I used to so much anger. So, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I haven't totally conquered it. You know, sometimes you still get angry, but just got to keep at it. And remember, I'm doing a good work here. You know, so I'm doing a good work here. So that's all for my corner chat. I'm gonna have a little bit more bubbly here, and I'm gonna get back at it. Hopefully tonight, have one of the struts changed. So might take on the other side tomorrow. That's okay. I think I'm ready. Thanks for the chat. Okay, I think we're winning slowly. We're getting going. Need a hammer? Do you like my shop light? Got a light taped to a jack handle. Whoop. The hose is disconnected. Okay, I won't take that bracket off. I'll just disconnect the hose. There we go. Woohoo! Come on, guy. Give a guy a high five. Here we go. Whoop. Turn my light out. Well, I'll be darned. There. We did it. I mean, it weren't pretty, but it's off. Is it busted? I don't know. Bit of light here. Who knows, man? All I know is that boots all worn, rusty old piece. I don't know. All I know is it was making a racket. Going over any kind of a bump. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and take a look at the new one. Okay. Welcome to the unboxing portion of this video. Oh, all these tools laying all over the place. Right strut. Is that your right or my right? Left strut. By left, do they mean drivers? Probably. Guess I just took this knife out and I'm not using it. Oh, are you ready for the reveal? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Sweet. No? Okay. What do we got in the bag here? It's got a big L on it. That means left, or lucky. What's this? Warning, spring under compression. Do not remove nut. Serious injury may result. Just stick that right there. He loved these warning signs. He used to work at Kubota and putting the tractors together because they would come disassembled from Japan in crates, and you had to just about put them together, wheels, and put the steering wheels on sometimes, and all kinds of different things. Anyway, they would come with, because they were being shipped to Canada, English and French warning labels, 2 sets of stickers. So we'd have to stick all these warning label stickers on, you know, like don't stick your hand in an auger or put your foot in a mower. But my favorite warning label sticker, and I kept one on my toolbox for years, it was a ride-on mower. You had to stick it on the deck, you know, in this one spot. And a little picture of a mower and a guy riding the mower. And then a picture of a baby in the grass behind him. And it had an arrow pointing backwards with a line through it going, "Don't reverse over your babies." I mean, I don't know what to say. But I just thought, why would they have to make that warning label? But anyway, there's some crazy warning labels out there. But, you know, look at this, gents. Look at the light now. I got the the top of the strut lifted up, and I lined up the bolts through the holes, and I went poof, and then I went, uh-oh, what am I going to do now? Reach up there. Anyway, my wife came out into the garage right at that moment, and so she helped me put those top bolts in. That's pretty handy. Okay. Where did you go? Other bolt. Holy smokes. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I realized if I put the light over here, it's better for me, and I think it's better for you guys. If anybody wants to, oh my gosh, sponsor me a new light, that would be awesome. Or give me a hot tip on what lights you guys use in the shop. You know, headlamp. What? Or at least something that will stick to the wheel well or something. Doesn't work the first time. Get a bigger hammer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, tighten it up. Chip, 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 chip. All right, good morning. It is the next day, and I got updates. I went ahead and finished this strut, put it back together last night. I was running out of time, and I had to just muscle through the night. We've got the bolts in the top and everything torqued up down below. Whew, it was good work, guys. Man, we made her through that strut. So I'm hoping doing the second side, like many a project, is going to be twice as fast and 3 times as efficient. So now that I know some things not to do, I'll have just a quicker procedure over here. So I'll bring you guys along for that side. I'll do the top. I'll show you the top on this side because I missed seeing the top on the other side. But we'll work on that on this side on the top. And we'll also take you along. I did a little rebuild kit on the rotor. And that's pretty sweet too. I'll show you that on this side when I get there. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Yeah! Man, I was like tired yesterday after doing this work. My hands hurt, but man, I just felt good. You know? Nothing like just good, greasy job getting done. Actually, I took my shirt and pants I was wearing, these, and I took them upstairs and I went to change. And 2 minutes into my wife coming in the bedroom, she was like, "What stinks in here?" So, anyways, my clothes had to go out and hang in the garage with the rest of the mechanic stuff. So, all right, let's get into it. What do we need? Tools. We need this ratchet here. Okay, here's where we're at. Oh look, all these bolts are hand tight. Ta-da! No, I went ahead and busted these bolts. This is this top one that on the other side took me about 2 hours to get off. I used my pipe wrench bolt strategy, and I didn't mutilate the backside as much as the other side because I was a little better at it. And then, yeah, I cranked on these bolts for pretty tight. And then, man, I got working on this bottom one, and I had to go to a different size, and I got it out, and it came with 2 lock washers and a nut that's, tell me if that looks factory there, guys. I'll show you what I mean. What's going on? This looks factory. That, I don't know. Can't explain it. And a couple of lock washers? What is that? What's happening there? I don't know. So, the bolt that came out on the bottom here, I'll show you. Oh, stuck. Oh, that's good. Just resting on the leg. Oh, yeah. These are sort of similar, but not. This is like a 21 mil. You know, and it's got the proper ridge there for when it slides in, and seats. And this is the 19 mil. So this was like 21. This is like a 19 mil, grade 3. Just any old bolt you'd get from the hardware store. So I don't know. I mean, whoops, sorry. Should a guy replace that with a factory one? Who was messing around in here before, but I guess they lost their factory bolt. Huh. Well, that's a mystery to me. You guys see it here? Look at this mess. Anyway, I got this one loose. Take it off. Out comes this arm. Didn't wreck this too much. So, that's positive. Okay. Great. We can pull it off. Ta-da! That was a better idea, leaving that top bolts on up there. Those are just hand tight up there. I'll just get those. Well, this is a decision I made, I guess. I mean, if it works, is it really a bad idea? Here we go. Out it comes. Huh. I should check to see, are these things OEM? Or has somebody been in here before? I don't know. Looking for a stamp or something? Part number? Who knows? I can't tell. Okay, so I called around to some of the parts guys in town to see if I could get my hands on one of these factory strut mount bolts, the bottom one. Thought while I was here I could get proper bolt put in, but the only guy that said they could get their hands on them was Dodge, but that would be a week away. I thought, forget that. It's coming from China or something. Anyway, this is going back on today, so I'm not going to wait around for that bolt. We're going to put the old one back in. It was clearly doing its job there, so Well, just gonna be good enough. Okay. Whew. Just have myself a little bubbly. Oh, sponsor. Speaking of sponsors, if you want to check out Great White Painting Co. in the Muskoka area of Ontario, Luke down there will set you straight, okay? You need a deck or a cottage or a boathouse, whatever. You need your knick-knack store repainted. Those guys will take care of you. They are the premier painters in Muskoka. Okay? You tell them Paul sent you, and I don't know. I don't think he'll do anything different, but it's worth a try. Okay, next we're gonna get this new strut on. Oh yeah. First and this end installed up. After installation, vehicle may appear high. Huh. This end up, eh? I'm glad you told me that. Who knows which way or which way I might have done. Who knows what I might have done. Oh, I got the bolts over there soaking. Before I lift that up, I better go get them. Serious? You got a bolt in? Holy smokes. Okay, I'm gonna let this jack out of here actually. Take it off of this jack. Pull the jack out! Go on! Get it! Oh, thanks guys. Whew. Oh, thanks. Okay. See, what's happening here? There's a big plastic. The wheel, it kind of needs to be in a certain angle. Like it can only go this far out. So I got to lift the rotor up to meet it. Huh. Strange. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Got it. 2 bolts. See, this one's just loose in here. I don't know. What can a guy do? Put a bunch of stuff on here, hopefully to help me get it in. Put it back on. Why would you lose that bolt? I don't understand. Okay. Newsflash. Turns out I needed to take the strut off the bottom to be able to lift just the weight of the strut and not the weight of the cross arm and the rotor and caliper and everything. So I took those bolts back apart and I held the strut up, and again, an opportune moment when it was needed, my wife came in from her bike ride And so she put the nuts in on the top while I held the strut up in the air. So it's kind of a two-man job. I don't know. That's the way I see that you have to do it. So, yeah. Anyway, we got these on here, just hand tight. We'll tighten them up. You guys remember what size it was? 12? Look for the dirtiest socket, right? It's the last one you used, probably. Probably. No. What was that? 10. Let's go to 12. Let's go to 13. Does every guy do this? Or do they just remember? Write it down on their palm or something? Like, you just keep trying them. Sam, how fair are you there? If I called, would you come? Yeah! There, torqued. Yeah! Oh, what did I do last time, actually? I had an idea. That the guy should lift up, and if there was any weight on these, oh yeah, see, there we go. I took the weight off. There. There. Look at that. Bing bang bongo. There. Now, where did I put those doohickeys? So, my wife and daughter were on a bike ride there. And, I guess I should just tell you, my wife's name is Stephanie. Don't have to just keep saying the wife or whatever. But they were on a bike ride, and they came back just as I needed Stephanie's help. So she helped me, and of course, Rayla wanted to help too, so she was grabbing hammers, and sockets and stuff, ratchets. So anyway, I asked her. Rayla asked if she could help keep working on the van, but I thought, oh, it's a little bit unsafe. Maybe could you do something for me, Rayla? Could you go in and make me a tuna toast sandwich? Here we go, guys. She put her little hand on my shoulder and looked at me as serious as anything and just said, "For sure, Dada." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." You know? It was like, "Of course, Dada, I can make you a sandwich." So they're in there now making me a sandwich. Isn't that nice? Okay, I'm gonna put the doodad in on this other side. I bet when moonshine gets best of me, but I'm unapologetically country as hell. Well, thanks for stopping by the garage, helping me change struts on the old Dadmobile here. Till next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe before you go, and we'll see you in the garage later.